Welcome back to the Car Boutique's detailing channel on YouTube. His name's Carl.
And his name's Andy.
Welcome back, Carl.
Thank you very much.
Okay, so you've clicked on the thumbnail. You know what we are reviewing today, and we've had this for a little while, but we've been busy, and we are super excited, aren't we?
Really excited. Like you said, we've both been busy, so it was nice to get back behind the camera and do this little review.
Absolutely. So we're going to make this rapid, okay? We're going to get as much information in as little time as possible because we don't want the punters getting bored listening.
Usual for us.
Listening to us chat, which is what we're doing now, so we're going to crack on. Now, we did look at the Kranzle K10 and this pressure washer, and hopefully through this video, you will see why we decided to go for this one. Right, Carl said he can do this in one take after criticising me. Let's have a look. Okay, lights, camera, action.
All right, so why did we decide to choose
Yes, why did we decide, Carl?
Right, first of all, let's talk about what we get in the pack up. As standard, obviously, we get our WashR Pro.
That's rubbish! Right, let's do it again.
Take two. Right, so what did we get in the bundle and why did we choose it?
Yes, what do you get in the bundle and why did we choose this one, Carl?
Obviously, we get the WashR Pro. Wonderful machine. We get our Nora. Okay. Right, so why, this is take three by the way, why did we choose this, and I'm just spitting all over the camera, why did we choose this pressure washer?
Yeah, why did we choose it?
Well, let's talk about the accessories first.
Okay.
We get our WashR Pro pressure washer.
Yep.
We also get the Pro trigger.
Yep.
We get 13 meters of a cable.
Yep.
The lance.
Off a cable. Is that what you're going to say about it?
A cable, it's a steel braided.
Take four.
Right, so let's talk about why we chose it.
Yes, why did we choose this, Carl?
Talk about the accessories.
Okay, let's.
Okay.
So before you start, this is what you get with the Pro kits. You get all this for how much?
£35.
Yeah, round about that. So those prices are going to give and take relative to sales and all that kind of stuff.
It is, but that's the price that they're on the actual BigBoi Pro website.
Yeah, excellent. Okay, what'd you get them?
So we get the WashR Pro pressure washer.
Looks a sexy bit of kit.
We get the Pro trigger.
That was the one I kept seeing on social media. Love that.
We get 13 meters of a commercial braided hose.
Excellent.
We get the lance.
Yep.
And we get the BigBoi foam cannon.
Yeah, I think that was a bonus, wasn't it, as part of that, which says on the box. Okay, so you get a lot. This is definitely a professional grade machine, isn't it?
Absolutely. So that was the main reason we went down that road.
Yeah.
The accessories as well as the machine itself.
Now, we've talked about this being a professional, and you'll see everything that it does. Clearly, an amateur, a keen enthusiast could have this. This is good because you can get the wall mounting bracket if you're studio based. You can also get a trolley if you're sort of, want to wheel it around. But if you're in a van or studio based, you can mount it correctly. We do have the mounts there, okay, but we're going to be doing a separate review on that. So lots to go on, quick and fast. And we've got their new range of products, which we're going to also do a separate video for. What's so funny?
I just.
Are you just happy?
Camera.
Okay, we're going to talk about the accessories as and when we're using them, but this bit is just going to be focusing on the actual pressure washer itself, and it is a beast. Now, the first thing you'll notice is it weighs a heck of a lot. It's a 25 kilogram unit. It really is a big beast. So you really are going to be either wall mounting this or getting on the trolley. You do not want to be lumping that around. But like I said, we're going to be doing the review on extra accessories a bit later on. So going around the unit itself, okay, what can we talk about? Right, okay, so we've got the on-off switch there. Okay, we've got a resettable circuit breaker there. Nice rubber feet, all right, to protect the actual base of it. We've got the water inlet there. We've got the water outlet there. This is a variable pressure switch, all right. On the top, a nice chunky handle, which you're going to need. Like I said, this weighs 25 kilograms. We've got a little edge there. That's for your cable management, all right? Now, if you go round, all right, you've got all your areas for all your nozzles, and they are really good because you can just pull out and push back in, and it's the normal set of nozzles. So you are getting a 0, a 15, a 25, and a 40-degree nozzle. The actual power cable is quite long, so Carl, you can see, I don't know, that is,
I think that's 5 meters.
5 meters, so nice and useful for your 5 meter hose, and it's solid rubber. everything on this is solid and industrial, which is really, really, really good. Okay, so the business end, it has got a whopping 2,000 watt induction motor, which is great. I'm going to talk about the benefits of that. And on the other side, we've got a XXX commercial duty forged brass pump head. All right, so this is a XXX system. Okay, so we mentioned this 2,000 watt induction motor. So what are the benefits? Why have BigBoi decided on that kind of technology? Well, first of all, it's lighter and it's quieter, and we're going to look at that a bit later. But the main benefit is longevity. It's going to last longer. So when you're using induction, you aren't getting these mechanical components touching each other, where you get wear and tear, and that's when things start breaking down and motors fail. Induction is reducing the amount of physical contact between components, so it's going to last longer. And BigBoi have got confidence in this because they're giving a 2-year warranty on the motor, okay, and a 10-year warranty on the actual pump itself, which is good. It gives us and you confidence. Before we start testing, a quick look at the maintenance schedule, and there is a maintenance plan within the actual instructions itself. Okay, so a couple of things I want to talk about. First of all, continually making observations where the power lead goes in here. It's reinforced. Love that attention to detail. It's going to last. Now, there is a water filter in the inlet area here, so you just remove that. You can remove the water filter, clean it, and fit it back and screw this back up. But the main thing in terms of longevity is the actual oil reservoir here. Now, when you get it in the box, it comes with a transit plug. You remove that and then fit the normal plug in. That is where you fill the oil in, and there's a bolt here that you remove to drain the actual oil out. There is a reservoir, so you can check the actual level of your oil and just make sure it's not below the low line. So this should come pre-filled, which ours is, but do check, and it is 30W non-detergent oil you're using it there. Now, BigBoi do say that you are replacing the oil initially after 50 hours, and thereafter yearly or after every 100 hours. And like a car engine, make sure you keep on top of this, because it's going to be this maintenance program that's going to give the longevity of the actual pump itself.
So now it's time to connect up this little beast. Right, so first of all, we connected in our DI.
I did forget to tell them something, Carl, didn't I?
I was going to do whilst we were...
Tell them now, because that's okay, what I want to know.
What he has forgotten to give you some crucial figures.
It is.
It
is a miss of me.
So, it is a maximum of 130 bar or 1850 psi machine, which we can regulate via the flow restrictor at the top there. Output of water is anything from 9.5 litres per minute, or turns into 507 litres per hour. Loving that maths.
Yes.
And also for our American viewers that use gallons, that ends up being 2.5 gallons per minute.
Beautiful.
Mwah.
Right, let's connect this bad boy up.
So we've connected it up. We've obviously connected up our DNIzer, which you can find on one of our other videos, okay, from BigBoi.
Water connected to the inflow of the water filter. That's the outflow filter coming right through our hose.
And our hose, which we connect up to our input of our pressure washer.
Nice and simple.
Our commercial hose,
yep,
we connect in, nice and solid.
How easy is that?
And then we connect our Pro.
Nice and easy. So observations on the rigidity. I mean, look at this. It's reinforced at the weak point.
Lovely and swivels.
It's got the swivel. That is, this is what I really wanted, because this looks really, really, really industrial. The whole setup does look good. We are in agreement though. In terms of your hose management, get the reel, which is what we've got. We will be doing a review on
two versions.
Yeah.
So you've got the wall mounted, which we've got.
Yeah.
And then they've got a 2-in-1 duo.
Yeah.
Okay, that allows you to either mount on the wall itself, or it's got wheels so you can trolley it around.
And that's the one we're probably going to get hold of, isn't it? We'll do reviews on both of them, which is really good. So a nice, simple BigBoi. We've got water coming out. We've got filtered water, taking it down to 0 parts per million. We've got a good industrial hose, an industrial trigger as well. All quick release. So if you're using other brands and everything, it's the standard quick release fittings, which is really, really good. So you're not going to have to go and replace everything.
Absolutely not.
Okay, we're going to show you some benefits of this. A couple of observations we've had a play. Carl's already there. So coming over to the unit. Okay, first thing you notice when you turn it on, it's not like a lot of pressure washers that start making a noise. It's got that start-stop technology. So you will hear when Carl actually presses the trigger over there, That's it. Now, I am right next to this machine and it hardly makes a noise. That's my microphone right next to it.
But you're actually getting more
Noise coming out of that
than I am when I was stood next to the machine, which is unreal.
So do it again, Carl, just so it proves that my mic's right next to it. You can hardly hear this machine. It's absolutely brilliant. So really, really, really impressed with that.
Yeah. The other benefit we were doing a minute ago when we were playing around with it is that increase and decrease of the pressure that we want out of that, where there is noticeable differences in the top end to the lower end.
So okay, so I've got this set at max at the moment. All right, so Carl, if you can just show the pressure, hold on to it. So that, just hold it up so it's horizontal going out. So observations, I know he's getting, there's a lot of backlight, but observations on the power of it. I can see, he's grinning, look. There you go.
There's a proper kick of power in there.
There is, isn't there?
At full whack, that you're feeling that.
Now, would you agree on full whack, you probably wouldn't be using that on your car? Maybe a tractor or long range on a lorry or something, but you don't need that kind of power, do you?
And that's the beauty of this kind of machine, that we can reduce that power or increase it depending on what we need.
Absolutely.
So if we're using this for, say, patios or something, I want that top end.
Love it.
As you said, tractors for the detailing or trucks. However, when we
all right, you're rabbiting on now. Right, okay, so there's Carl on full power. Okay, so if you just put that, and I'll show you the sensitivity. So that's me just adjusting this. And you can see, as I knock it down, look, knock it down, knock it down, knock it down, knock it down, to almost a trigger, pushing it back up again, you can hear it. Loving that sensitivity. It is very, very reactive. And for the various, if you wanted low pressure for a sensitive paint or an easy maintenance wash, you can do that. I'm loving that flexibility.
Absolutely.
Really, really good. Okay, so we're going to test it on Carl's car. We're going to knock this down to a usable pressure. So that's on maximum at the moment. We're going to knock it down to about just under halfway, just so Carl can rinse the car down. Remember, this is on low pressure. But thoughts on that as a low pressure for a rinse?
Low rinse is perfect.
Yeah, feels quite gentle. Don't do this at home, but go over my hand. That is soft on my hand. Do not do that on high pressure. Do you know what I love about it, Carl? There's no noisy pressure washer sound in the background. I cannot hear it over there. All I'm hearing is the force of the water coming out this trigger.
Yeah, well, you can almost speak at normal volume, which says a lot.
So I'm going over to the machine now. It's just chugging away, really. I'm loving how quiet this is. So if you're an amateur with next door neighbours, this is going to be gold dust because you're not going to annoy them. Okay, so that's Carl's car rinsed, and one thing I'm loving, and Carl will agree, is that start-stop. You haven't got that noise going on afterwards, and it's gonna extend the life of the pump and the motor because it's not working when it doesn't need to be.
Exactly.
But how quiet was that machine?
It's ridiculous. You get more sound coming out of the trigger than you do out of the machine itself.
Absolutely. Right, over to you. What are we doing next, Carl?
We're going to go snow foam.
Snow foam. You all say that poshly these days.
Snow foam.
Snow foam.
Right, so we're going to use the BigBoi Foam Pro.
Yep.
However, I've put in their own pre-wash foam.
Yep.
So
review coming later on these products.
Exactly. So the beauty of this thing, okay, apart from it being its own brand, okay, is the wide mouth at the top, which means there's no issues with filling it. We're not got to worry about spillage or anything else like that.
Yep.
Okay, really clear markers down here. So we've got millilitres for obviously those are working metric, and we've also got in ounces for those of
excellent. And for the product we're using, 100 ml of product, 900 ml of water.
So 1 to 9.
Standard, yep.
All right. The other bit I really like, okay, is we've got 3 different types of application of fan.
Fan.
So we've got V-fan, so vertical.
Yeah.
We've got it on jet.
Yeah.
And we've also got horizontal fan.
We're going to show people that because I must admit, I do like the ability to go landscape, portrait, and I do like the variable fan pattern. So this is slightly different, but we're going to look at how...
Something I really enjoy about this is if you're listening here, and I'll get my mic clip.
Positive engagement.
Positive engagement of each of those selections.
Variable for your consistency and your standard 1 litre bottle. Nice. I like the fact that it's slightly softer rubber. I think if you drop that, unlike some brands, it's not going to crack.
Plus it's wide, so it's sturdy, it's steady.
Brass fittings as well.
And quick disconnect.
Absolutely.
Right, so we're going to go into the test phase of the snow foam can and see how good it is. So I've got it in vertical fan first. All right, we've got it on max dilution ratio so that we can see how it performs at max chat.
Absolutely. So this is still, we've still got that set on a low pressure.
Yes.
So
I've got a max chat on the dishwasher. You don't need to.
Absolutely.
So let's see how coverage starts off. And that's it on vertical, and I am sliding.
Is that happy?
Okay, so I'm going to stop there. The reason I'm going to stop there, that is thick.
It's thick, but it's moving, it's migrating. Okay, it's not stick. If it sticks and does nothing, it's pointless. You need that movement. You need that movement off.
So I've now gone from vertical into our horizontal.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to start from the bottom. And
so we have got the, look at him laughing, we have got the landscape portrait function.
Okay, and then I'm going to have to move because I've been enjoying myself so much. I've coated the car, and then we're going to go into jet. Now, I'm going to be brutally honest, I don't know when we'd use jet.
I don't actually know what jet is.
Jet is just literally it.
Fin.
Literally a...
Wheel arches, getting up, trying to... Wheel arches majorly, ejecting into the wheel arches. But anyway, let's see.
Right, so...
Yeah.
So yeah, I would probably say I can get that
Do you know, I was going to criticise this because I like that full foam fan control, which you haven't got. It's got the portrait and landscape on dedicated settings, and I do actually like that sort of nozzle setting. It's all you need.
Yeah. It's everything you need in a snow foam.
Absolutely, and that is on nearly the lowest pressure. So
on the machine, I can play around with the dilution ratio now, just so that we can see, you know, what we're dealing with. So I've got it back in vertical fan because that's personally what I prefer.
Yeah.
All right, we've got max chat. We've got max dilution. I'm going to turn this down. So not much of a turn, and you can. I think I've got half a turn.
This shaving cream. Look at that, liquid. That's shaving cream. That's liquid. So we've got multiple ways of controlling this. We can arguably control the pressure, the amount of water coming into this system. We've got the actual dilution ratio adjustment.
You haven't played with that. If you control that, if we go...
Okay, so folks, well, I'm going to adjust the pressure here, and then we'll get feedback from Carl as to what it's doing. So you go for it.
So I'm on max.
Yeah, max dilution. So then I'm going to turn the pressure up.
If I'm honest.
Okay, so arguably there is a potential limit. Okay, so more water pressure doesn't mean a thicker foam. So there'll be some kind of regulation, the amount that this can actually cope with, which is good. But that is, we're not going to talk about the snow foam, but I like the fact that is really, really nice. But it's dripping off, but we don't want to spoil the fun for our product reviews.
You need to stop now because I need to do the rest of the car.
Roger. Okay, testing over. Really enjoyed that. I miss doing things like pressure washers because we get sucked into waxes and everything. It's nice to do an accessory.
It was actually quite therapeutic to test that.
Yeah, and the results are tangible. They're just there. They're almost non-subjective, are they? Exactly. Right then, we're going to come on to the pressure washer in a minute. Let's talk about the accessories. So the sort of lance that you could rotate, really, really useful, really good. Had them before, not used them. I'm going to start using them. They sort of fitted well with the trigger gun.
And helps with the back, so you're not bending over as often. So when they come to Andy's age, it's not such of a problem.
Cheeky sod. The trigger gun, that was what I was really after. It is built like a tank. It's big, it's chunky, it's ergonomic, it's just solid.
And the weird thing is that I have used very quick release, some other quick release triggers that there's you have to apply quite a lot of pressure to the trigger.
It's almost like power assisted, isn't it?
But this one, no matter how much we had the pressure up or down, it felt easy to use.
Yeah, swivel function was really, really good, and the quick release, it was really, really useful as well. The actual snow foam cannon I really liked. Wide bottom, standardised 1 litre.
Wide top.
Wide top, so you're not going to spill stuff. It had the weighted pickup tube, brass fittings, good control, good reactive control for your foam mixture. I was a bit concerned about not having that dedicated landscape portrait, being able to manipulate the spray pattern. The spray pattern it gives was what I'd normally use, and I liked the landscape portrait and that fine sort of tube of foam. It sort of worked. Jets, yes, and that was the mode.
Yeah, I've got to say, I love the positive engagement of when you selected. You heard an audible click, which meant that you were in there. Yeah, horizontal mode, vertical mode, absolutely brilliant.
Nice foam as well, wasn't it?
It's fantastic foam on it. The Jet was the one that I had reservations because I didn't know when you would use it. Actually, Archface is the perfect place for it. So
firing into small areas.
So
absolutely.
For me, fantastic.
Absolutely, good build quality. I get the impression if you dropped it, it's not going to crack, but like some bottles out there that are that sort of rigid ABS plastic, okay, which was good. Right, so I think that's all the accessories covered, isn't it? Yeah, good. The actual hose was brilliant. Braided commercial hose with reinforcement at the attachment ends, really, really good. Can't complain. 30 meters, got around our car. We are going to look at hose management, the extra accessories, and we did use this as an opportunity to do a maintenance wash on your car. It looks really, really good, but we're going to give our feedback on the products when we do the dedicated review. So, on to the star of the show, the actual pressure washer itself. First of all, built like a tank and weighs almost as much as one, 25 kilos. This is industrial, all right? So the main thing I sort of noticed is I got caught in the sort of 400 pound pressure washer loop, the Arva, Karcher, Nilfix thing. But to step up, albeit a lot more expensive, what a difference. So the flow rate, the pressure, just made doing cars like this from a commercial point of view be excellent from an efficiency point of view, but even from an enthusiast, you're making your job easier, aren't you? Albeit it's expensive.
It is expensive, and we said the price at the beginning, but I'll say it again, it's £735. But you are getting a product that's built well. You know, we've got the maintenance cycle, so we can keep that longevity going with the oil changes, make sure your filters are clean and everything else like that. And so for me, it was a step up. It's more expensive, but I think it's a clever step up for us.
Definitely the amount of videos we're doing. I like the fact that it's got a resettable circuit breaker. I like the fact that you can change the inline water filter. I like the oil change. You're constantly looking after the internal gubbins. And the pressure, the variable pressure was lovely. It really was smooth and reactive.
So we've used Kranzle before, and to be fair, they have that adjustable thick side as well. But I'd never used it.
No.
I've come to use this, and I can actually see the benefits of having that adjustable. If you have a car with some sort of the paint that you don't want a full amount of pressure on, well, I'll just adjust it. I can adapt to what we need.
Or if you've got paintwork that's a bit rusty and flaky and you're a bit cautious, you can dial it right back. This is in the arena of the Kranzle K10. Is it better? Is it worse? That's not for us to decide. We are giving you dedicated reviews. You make your own mind up. I did have the choice of the two, and I decided to go for this one. If that means anything, we did have a good chat about it.
We did.
I personally feel the design, the aesthetics of this is a lot nicer to me in terms of the Kranzle more industrial look. But both great machines, don't get me wrong. I would quite happily have a Karcher Kranzle. I'm terrible, aren't I? But yeah, I went for this one for all the stuff you get and for the reasons given. We have done the BigBoi filter. Go and have a look at that video as well. We've used both in conjunction and they work perfectly well, which is good. And like we always say, if you like this style of content, get involved with the conversation, give us a like, give us a subscribe. Your support, your subscription does help the channel, and we want to get this globally because we're doing a lot of brands that have global sort of reach, and it'd be good to get feedback from all the other countries, which we're doing at the moment. Getting lots of people from Australia,
New Zealand,
America,
Europe itself,
South Korea.
Are we going that far?
Japan. I win that battle. So anything more to say, Carlos?
No, I don't.
Excellent. Are you happy?
I'm very happy, actually.
Fantastic. Okay, so we'll leave links to everything that is involved with this package, where you can get it in the UK. We'll also leave links to BigBoi globally. We'll get all the links together to help you out. So wherever you're looking, you can go and contact them. And that's what I've got to say. Really, really happy. Yes.
That's the thing. I did forget to say, I forgot about saying that. So depending where you buy it, the variant will change. This is a dedicated variant for the UK. However, they have a variant of the WashR Pro for Europe and for America as well. So just be aware.
Well done.
Thank you.
Dude, somebody's been doing his research. So before he starts showing off anymore, it's a big goodbye from Carl.
And there's a big goodbye from Andy.
I caught you out there, didn't I?
You did.
Excellent. Goodbye.
Arrivederci.